When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a squad from the American, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Horned Frogs about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Aggies offense will have the football first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive play, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Yeah, and let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
With the catch, it's Armstrong. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. It's Jones. At the 45 on his way. There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So TCU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explorer.
Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Moves away as he feels pressure. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. From the gun, running back on the move. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls it and fires to the left. Breaks into the open. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Hawkins. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Finds his man. It's Bowie. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. That pass is incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Just keeps slinging it. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game one, now a touchdown catch in game two. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Boise State is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Kellen Moore out there, this group is fighting. They're up by a field goal over Nevada. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Off-play action on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
He'll bring it out. It's Ezukama. And the returner will be knocked down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Looking down the middle. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Got it near midfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. He'll pull it on the read. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll sneak it. Got the first down and more.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
They'll run the toss. Creates a little space. Inside the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll give it to him again. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the run, it's Dupree. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Getting nothing done on first down. Second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the third down and goal.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Snagged in the middle, it's Baker.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
Wide open downfield. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. Coming out with it, it's Ezukama. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Throwing right. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one, 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. Complete downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! And the stomping has commenced.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Creates a little room. Gets it past the marker. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bowie. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Caught over the middle. It's Bowie. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Back open in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Fires toward the end zone. Pulls in the deep ball. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Man, that is just what this offense needed. The quarterback already has a couple turnovers, throwing the ball to the other team. This ball, 50-50 ball, somebody needed to make a play to spark this offense, and the receiver does it. Nice catch, nice job.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Making side adjustments here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will, finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Rombles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's right. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Caught in the backfield, it's Norman. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Makes the catch. It's Turner. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Norman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
They're going back to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Handoff from the gun.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. It's right. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here.
221 wing, 221 ready, go.
They go to the ground. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They booted away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Give to the single back. And that ball is live in the backfield. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it will. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put... of defense together, run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in. It's Baker. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Winton. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Going to sling it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Grabbed behind the line. It's Palmer. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad...
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
To the air, it's Overton. This time it's complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, and how about that on 4th down, and they got to throw the football. They make the play in a big-time moment. Nice job by the offense, getting this a little bit closer to the finish line.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Jones. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Overton. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll try to pop the draw. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. big situations arise in games, they're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
Thanks so much.